name is Ray. I'm the Ray in the Ray Code. In this video, I'll be covering the chain of responsibility design pattern, and I'll be using C#. I will list some reasons why you should study this design pattern. I'll go over the UML that was given by the Game4. I'll give you a code demonstration that you may find the code that I used in this video posted at my GitHub site. And lastly, I give you a SWOT analysis of the design pattern. I have put timestamps in the margin so you may navigate to the section you desire most. My preference is the SWOT analysis. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. You can find me on all my social media platforms. Search them out and become a Ray Code groupie. Also, please share this video with other people. The more people that see it, the more people that will like it. Ray Code is awesome. What is the chain of responsibility design pattern, and why should C# programmers study it? Decoupling. The primary advantage of this pattern is that it helps in decoupling the sender from the receiver, fostering better separation of concerns. This can make C# applications more modular and maintainable. Flexible request handling. Chain of responsibility allows C# developers to create systems where requests can be easily handled in various ways, allowing for easy insertion, removal, and recording of handlers. Maintainability. By segregating the responsibility into different handlers, each handler can be maintained or modified independently. This separation makes it easier to isolate issues, test individual components, and expand functionality. Scalability. As system requirements evolve, new handlers can be introduced into the chain seamlessly. This ensures that the system remains extensible without disrupting existing functionality. Comment in middleware. C# and the .NET ecosystem have a variety of middleware components, especially in web frameworks like ASP.NET Core. The pattern is often seen in such contexts where a request passes through multiple stages of processing, each potentially altering or handling the request. Interception and enhancements. The pattern allows for easy interception of requests, which can be beneficial for logging validation or adding enhancements without modifying existing handling object. Promotion of single responsibility principle. Each handler in the chain has a specific task. This adheres to single responsibility principle, ensuring that classes have a single reason to change, which is a cornerstone of solid software design. Deepening of OOP mastery. Understanding patterns like chain of responsibility gives C# developers a practical grasp of a key object-oriented design principles. Given that C# is fundamentally OOP language, such patterns can enforce and deepen programmers' understanding of effective OOP practices. Applicability in real-world scenarios, whether it's UI event handling in Windows Forms or processing web pipelines. C# developers will find numerous scenarios where a series of entities can process input or request. The chain of responsibility pattern offers a structured approach for these cases. UML for the behavioral pattern chain of responsibility for C# students. Handler declares the method for handling requests. Stores a reference to the next handler. Forwards a request when unable to handle it. Concrete handler handles requests within its responsibility range. Decides whether to process or pass forward. Sends handle request to successor. Client sends request to the first handle. Does not know which handle will process. Relies on the chain to manage the requests. Hello, my name is Ray, and I'm the Ray in the Ray Code. In this video, I'm trying to provide you an example of the chain of responsibility design pattern. The chain of responsibility lets multiple C# handler or objects process a request sequentially, passing it along a chain into one handler set, reducing tight coupling between sender and receiver. We start with the handler interface. We have the interface structure. We add a requirement for a method to set next, which takes a handler object, a handle that takes a request. We create an abstract handler class. Here we have the class structure, but I want this to be an abstract class. We implement the missing members, set next, and handle object. We auto-generate the methods. At the top, we add a private handler for the next handler. This .handler is set to the handler we passed in, and we return the handler. For public object handle, we pass the request, and we check to see if the next handle is not null, and we return it. Now, let's create a mouse handler class. We have the class structure. We extend it with the abstract handler. We override the object handler and pass into it a request object. If the object is cheese, the mouse takes it and returns the string, "I'll eat the cheese." Else, the mouse does nothing with it and returns the base handle with the request passed in. Now, let's create a cat handler class. We have the class structure. We extend it also with the abstract handler, making this an abstract handler type. We can auto-generate the method required by the abstract handler interface. If the request is catnip, then of course the cat will take it, else the cat returns it. Let's create a dog handler class. We have the class structure. We also extend it with the abstract handler, just like we did for the mouse and the cat. We override the object handler and pass into it a request object. If the request object is a bone, the dog takes it, else the dog returns it untouched. Now let's create a client for our demo. The client code is usually suited to work with a single handler. In most cases, it is not even aware that the handler is part of a chain. The client code takes the handler object. We cycle through each item in the list. We ask who wants the item. We have a var result. If the result is not null, we write out the result. Else, let's go to the program.cs page to continue our demonstration. At the top, we declare the mouse, cat, and dog handlers. Next, we build the chain. The mouse handle is set next to the cat handle, and the cat handle set next to the dog handle. We console write line the result for the mouse. We write a result for the cat starting the chain. Let's press run and run. We get chain, dog, cat, mouse. Client, who wants a bone? Dog, oh my, I'll bite the bone. Client, who wants catnip? Cat loves catnip. Client, who wants cheese? The mouse, I'll eat cheese. Search, dog, cat. Client, who wants a bone? Oh my, I'll eat the bone. Client, who wants catnip? Oh, cat, I love catnip. Client wants cheese. We'll say the cheese stands alone. Anyway, my name is Ray. I hope you enjoyed this coding session. SWOT analysis of the behavioral design pattern called Chain of Responsibility using C#. S. Strengths. Dynamic workflow enables dynamic changing of handlers to create customizable workflows. Reduce coupling. Couple senders and receivers, improving modularity and testability. Extensibility. Adding new handlers is straightforward without modifying existing code. W. Weakness. Execution overhead can cause unnecessary processing overhead when chains grow too long. Complex debugging. Debugging issues in long or dynamic chains may become challenging. State confusion. Improperly designed handles may lead to state management issues. O. Opportunities. Event handling. Ideal for event handling in C# systems using delegate or events. Middleware. Fits well in middleware architecture for HTTP pipelines and ASP.NET Core. Dynamic routing. Useful for dynamic routing of requests in distributed systems. T. Threats. Mismanagement of chain order can lead to unexpected behavior. Scalability. Performance may degrade with an excessively long chain of handlers. Alternate solutions. State or observer patterns might fit certain scenarios better. Well, that was my video. Please find me on all the social media accounts like Facebook, X, LinkedIn. Also, visit my websites, theraycode.org and theraycode.com. I keep them separate. For one is for classes I sell, and the other one is for a blog that I keep. Invite a friend to theraycode.com or raycode.org or Raycode YouTube. Become the raycode.groupie, a groupie.